What is up, bass fishing freaks? Luke Reeser here from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. Welcome back to an all new episode. Today I am out on the Mississippi River. I'm on a different pool than I was in the last video. Last video was a pretty tough bite. I'm hoping that this pool is a little better than that pool was. I'm hoping to continue to catch some fish on some frogs. I don't know what it's going to be like. Like I said, I'm just going exploring. I haven't been up here in a while. It should be getting good. We're starting the fall transition a little bit, so I'm hoping I can find some fish, maybe on some points. Going back into these ponds that I like to fish all fall. I don't think they're going to be in there quite yet. They might be because the water has risen so high so fast. So maybe they did push back in there. Maybe they're on their way in there. I don't know. I'm going to try to find them. So yeah, like I said, some flipping, some frogging. I don't know. I got a chatterbait tied on, lipless crankbait maybe. We'll see. We're just going to go fishing. Stay tuned. Donkey hunting starts. Ray meow. There we go. I just don't think these fish want to eat a frog today. Let's find out what you are. Are you a bass or are you a pike? You're a bass. So they're feeding at the end of this point, but they will not hit a frog. Little guy. I keep seeing him bust. So I threw out there, one hit the wacky worm. So I reeled in and bombed it back out there and he smoked it. There's another one. Another little guy, but wonder why they won't eat the frog. Yesterday, that's all they'd eat. Today, they won't touch it. Put another put another wacky worm on and see if we can keep catching them. There he is. They're not very big, but they're fish. And I fished for over an hour, probably almost an hour and a half, without so much as a bite. It's a little better. That one would keep. In a tournament situation. Man, these wacky hooks, when they get pinned, they usually stay pinned. In the top of the lip, that one is. feeding at the end of this point. I thought my spot lock might have drifted me down more, but there's another one. Oh, he come off. He's a little bitty. Seems like they're must still be right on point because they're still biting it right there in that same spot. There we go. Pull and drag. I didn't keep two. Not very big, but there he is. Fighting little buggers, I'll tell you that. That's not too bad. Getting bigger. Yeah. Alright folks, so I left this spot. This is where I was catching all my fish. And they were out on this point feeding. I left it because I couldn't catch nothing. I went like 10 minutes out of bite. So I fished all the way down that way into the next pond and then out. And then I ran back here to see if they'd bite again. And I decided to try a lipless. This is a 1/2 ounce, 1 knocker lipless that Leadmine Lunkers painted up for me. Color we call brown flicker. And I don't know if you got to see it or not. I just caught a little white bass. Once I got him in the boat, I looked down, my camera was off. So I'm assuming the battery died. I was catching them with the wacky worm. I decided, I don't know, I'll try this lipless because it looks about the same size and same look as all these shad they're busting. And they've been busting out here most of the morning since I caught all them little bass. There he is. I was like, gosh, should be catching this fish here pretty soon. This feels better. Oh, he could just come off and it was a good one. God dang it. That was a good one. Probably pretty close to 3. There he is. Feels good too. Keep him down, Luke. Keep him down. It's not a bad one. Not giant. Not anywhere close to what I thought, but thanks for playing, buddy. So this point comes out a long ways and it's grass and there's some scattered pads. So I'm just ripping this lipless over top the grass. It's shallow. So you gotta really keep it up. Keep it moving. There he is. Ooh. You're a mean. Ooh, that's a good one. And he's mean. Yeah, buddy. Solid fish, 2.5 pounder. Oof, he's bleeding a little bit. I got him back all right. He'll be good. Swam away with a full layer. Well, Brandon's gonna be happy about that one. That's 2 good ones here on this Leadmine Lunker trap. They're just moving around, they're circling. I kind of want to hit it from the back side, but there's a big sandbar out there you got to go over. And I know I've ran over it many a times, but I don't know if there's one, if the water's high enough right now to get over it or not. Another striper. Should have kept that other one. I could have had a meal. Could have done a catch and cook. Man, this little guy meant business. I was just thinking too, I was going to sit down and eat lunch. Let it cool off, because that's what I did last time when the bite went stale. And that's a wrap, folks. I'm done fishing for today. What started out to be a crappy day actually turned out to be pretty decent. Considering I found one spot that had fish on it. And it was pretty well loaded up. Not a lot of big ones on it, but just a lot of fish in general. And that long point, they were feeding and they were making their rounds. The one I lost in the lipless, probably close to 3. Otherwise, I caught a couple 2.5s, I don't know, right in that range, and then all smaller ones. A couple white bass, but it was fun. Senko and the Leadmine Lunker lipless crankbait were the 2 baits that got it done for me today. Seems like these fish are starting to kind of make their fall move, and that's freaking awesome because it's my favorite time to fish. So we are going to have a ton of bass fishing coming at you from now until I got to put the skeet away. So stay tuned for that. If you have not yet subscribed to Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors, go ahead and do that right now. Hit the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. Clobber that thumbs up. Luke Reeser signing off. Always remember, you are never too fat to fish.